Since men don't approach women anymore, I guess I should start going up to men.
This is a question for the men. Why are we hating women?
And you wonder why so many men choose to be single.
It's Valentine's Day and 70% of men are choosing to stay single.
If the man is handsome, educated, has money, but still single, then what could be the problem?
You want to know why most good men remain single, myself included? It's because
women are genuinely baffled that single men are financially stable, which accidentally reveals everything about what role they expected to play in a man's budget. The confusion isn't about economics. It's about the disappearance of a subsidy they didn't realize they were receiving.
All the time. If a girl isn't smashing you anymore, you need to kick her to the curb. She's useless to you. And I know that sounds awful to say it like that, but it's the same exact thing as a guy that's not willing to protect you. He's useless.
If the man is handsome, educated, has money, but still single, then what could be the problem?
Blaming capitalism is the fastest way to avoid examining personal behavior. The economy is the same for everyone. The outcomes aren't. That gap doesn't get explained by systemic forces alone.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs, and I'm still struggling.
Despite having 3 jobs, Jordan Skurha finds herself immersed in a financial crisis that is pushing her to the limit, both physically and mentally.
I feel like I'm drowning, and I don't know what to do.
She has used her credit card excessively, trying to maintain a good standard of living. But now, debts are suffocating her, and she doesn't know what to do with her life anymore.
And I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it. It just isn't working.
Have you ever been in the same situation?
And you wonder why so many men choose to be single. Choose is a very strong word to use here. Because while yes, it's true, there are a lot more single men than there are single women, there's a big difference between correlation and causation. So let's take a look at this report from Time magazine to see what some of those reasons could actually be. Of the single men in question, almost a third of them live with a parent. They're more likely to be unemployed, financially fragile, and lack a college degree. They're also likely to make less money. So is it that these men are choosing to be single or that women are choosing not to be with them? Because in this day and age, women are allowed to have standards. We couldn't have standards before. I don't know if you know this, but it wasn't until 1974 that women were allowed to open a bank account without a man. It's almost as if the high value men have partners, the ones who have something to bring to the table, and those who are not are being left behind. I might be confused. Is it women that run the online incel community? I didn't think so. And as a successful woman online, it is so funny to me because I see these men come on here and they make comments like this. And in their real lives, I bet they pretend to like women, but then they come online and they let their true thoughts out. And honestly, it is fucking scary. The double standards, the disrespect, the belief that if a woman has anything in her life, a man must have given it to her. And if you could just get those 2 little brain cells bumping around in your head together for long enough to go online and look up this information, you'd see that statistically women are more educated, they are better savers, and they are better investors than men.
Women in their 30s seeking relationships outnumber men doing the same, and that gap is widening. The supply of interested men didn't disappear randomly. It responded to demand signals it received for years and adjusted accordingly.
Something that is not talked about enough is how there's going to be a population decline in like the next 10 years. Because there are so many beautiful men and women out there that are not dating anyone. I'm going to be talking about this from my point of view and from a girl's side of things. Every single couple that I meet in today's age, they have met on a dating app. Now, once in a blue moon do I hear like, oh, we were high school sweethearts or something. But for majority, no. It is all through a dating app. And for those people who are in relationships, shout out to you. Honestly, you're amazing. Good for you that like all these dating apps worked for you. But for a good chunk of individuals, dating apps just aren't the thing for everyone, no matter what the reason might be. Now for myself, I hate texting. I feel as though that I am a big talker. So when I go on a dating app and like trying to start up a conversation and get to know someone via text does not work. The other option we have is to meet people organically, out and about in the real world. But honestly, that is very funny because it does not happen whatsoever. So this is where we're gonna see a population decrease because no one talks to each other anymore and like tries to make a move in person, if that makes sense. I'm 24 years old and I have never had a boyfriend. And I think I'm like the perfect case study for this entire topic because I am a girl who in high school was a part of sports teams, also was in the performing arts, was working like 3 jobs. And I went to a 4-year undergraduate university, dormed there, lived the whole college experience, went out and everything, had the whole shebang, rah, and nothing happened. Now I am 1 year post-grad, which is so freaking weird. And I have been at home in the same exact spot working. I work full-time as a bartender, the place where you think you would be able to meet people. And on top of it, I'm traveling, I'm going out, I'm living my best life. And nothing ever comes of it. Now, this isn't supposed to be like some sad sob story. I'm not the only one that this happens to. Like, I have so many friends that are in the same exact position. So to anyone feeling like you're the problem, it's not you, it's everyone. There is so many people in this world feeling the same exact way that I've never had a boyfriend. Am I weird for this? No, you're not. Something's in the air, and I feel like people are not pursuing it as much as they should be. Because nobody wants to be alone. Everyone would love to have a partner in life. And if we continue at this rate, we're simply gonna see a world where no one is in a relationship.
The biggest financial hardship of single male life is a wallet that's too full. That's not a complaint. That's the punchline to the entire debate.
Being single as a man and only having to worry about yourself is very peaceful. Women are an expense. You have to provide for them and you have to take care of them. And in return, they don't do what they're supposed to do. They want to take, but they don't want to give. So it's better to stay single. And if you have one of those women who actually contributes to the relationship and you're happy with it, just make sure she doesn't make more money than you, because then she's going to resent you and leave your ass anyways. So you just can't win if you're in a relationship. The only way to win and be at peace and enjoy life is to be single as a man.
Since men don't approach women anymore, I guess I should start going up to men. I live in a city, and literally anytime I'm walking anywhere, anytime I see a cute guy, it's always heads down, headphones in, he won't look at anyone. Literally no one is approachable anymore, no one looks at each other, everyone's heads down, and no one's smiling or just seems happy. Literally no one's socializing. What am I supposed to do? Chase a guy down the street that does not want to be bothered and ask him if he is single? I feel like I give off the most approachable vibes. I'm always smiling, looking pleasant, not looking at my phone, I don't wear my headphones. Literally never once. I've never been approached. Fucking get this. I was talking to a guy I matched with on Cuffed. We were talking on the phone, had the fucking best conversation ever. Ghost me. He literally ghosted me. Just now, if you have like a really good phone call with a guy you matched with on a dating app like Raya, Cuffed, Tinder, or whatever, I guess you just ghost them immediately. It's funny though, like on the phone when we were talking, I asked him if he like ever approaches a girl at a bar or in the street, and he was like, no, God, no. So I guess maybe that was just a red flag. That men forget that they literally have the power in the situation, so that's why everyone's single.
Too many men have been financially gutted, legally through divorce courts, informally through relationships that drain them dry. Once burned, the calculation changes permanently. Caution isn't cynicism, it's pattern recognition.
If we are telling other people to isolate and to not be in relationship and to protect our hearts from being vulnerable, from putting ourselves out there, if we're trying to create conditions that are the most optimal ways to live, where we never get hurt, we never face rejection, we are literally never going to grow, build resilience, and build the skill sets to regulate our own emotions. And that is literally what life is about. It's learning how to regulate your emotions, because 99% of things in life we cannot control for and we cannot predict. So what you've got to focus on is how do you create a sense of inner joy and inner peace despite what's going around you. So staying single and isolating yourself from relationships that are beautiful and like foundational to human, like the human experience, that doesn't increase your peace. That actually just makes you more depressed, because humans are wired to connect. And frankly, we shouldn't be outsourcing our peace onto anything or anyone else. Like, you need to learn how to create that for yourself and create your own sense of joy and internal feelings of joy. So it's comments like these that are deeply troubling to see and are really not helping anyone.
Men were already covering everything in relationships, their bills plus hers. Going single didn't increase the financial burden, it removed one. The economy got harder, the wallet got lighter. Do the math.
A man's life is so lonely. Do you understand how lonely men are today? Yes, there's a male loneliness epidemic. No, it's not self-inflicted, okay? Have some empathy, some sympathy for these men out here, because it's a lonely world if you're a man. It's a lonely fucking world if you don't make good money. If you're making $50K a year and houses cost $900K and you're supposed to be the provider, I'm supposed to be the provider, I'm supposed to have a family, but I'm making jack shit. Wages haven't gone up in 30 years. And you know, my female peer, she's making just as much as me. How am I supposed to compete? How am I supposed to take care of my baby? How? So they don't get attention. Imagine being a man right now.
If solitude breaks you, you were never actually bringing anything to a relationship. You were just using it as emotional infrastructure. Learn to be whole alone first. Everything else is just a bonus.
This is a question for the men. If you're not a man, keep scrolling. Okay, so men, why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? I feel like women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They, they just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? Are all you men into men now? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like we're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? I love men. And I want men to start loving women again. Like, I don't know. What do we need to do? Let me know and I can try to get the congregation together and we could try to move forward so we can all start loving each other again. I don't know. What am I missing? Can you please fill me in? I'm very, 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 very confused. Okay, thanks.
Men ran the numbers, and the numbers don't lie. More freedom, more financial stability, less legal exposure, less emotional damage. The analysis isn't complicated. It just produces an answer nobody wanted to hear.
You want to know why most good men remain single, myself included? It's because all of us have had times in our life where we're doing perfectly fine on our own. We're financially set. We're living life on our own. We don't need anybody. But they happen to come into our life, make us feel like maybe this is the one time that she's going to make me feel special. Say things like, you're a catch, you're my dream man, you're so this, you're so that, I can't believe I found you, I can't believe I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Only to do what? To push him out of your life and act like strangers. The same thing you were before you met. So why even bother me? Why even bother that man? Why? Good men, like myself, it's not that we can't get a woman, it's because every time we try, we're shown exactly why we're better off alone. And instead, these women want to go after the guy that doesn't want them. And then they complain about why they're hurting and why he hurts them. A guy either wants you or he doesn't. There's no middle ground.
Marriage is the only investment where one party gets paid out regardless of performance. 90% cash extraction on exit isn't a partnership dissolving. It's a contract that was always skewed in one direction, finally revealing its terms.
As a single woman, I'm getting a little worried when I scroll on this app that like all of the good single men, 30-year-olds and up, or near that range, they are, if they're single, they're staying inside and doing exactly what I would want to do, which is like binge a show and like order and take out. Like, why when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing all these like cute men who look like they have their head on their shoulders. They probably don't. Let's just be fucking real. But they're all like staying inside. Like, what I'm trying to do is text a girlfriend and be like, hey, you know what? Instead of me cuddling into bed and binging all of Real Housewives, let's go out. Because I'm just hoping that one day, like, I meet my husband, like, meet cute randomly. Like, I gotta go out and do that, right? I have to, like, actually put myself out there. I have to actually do my makeup and, like, put on a cute outfit and do that, you know? Crazy concept. But I have a fear that all of the good single 30-year-old men are doing the opposite. Hey, get out there. Please. Stop ordering takeout by your fucking self and wait for me to be there with you to do it, okay? Fuck, literally, I don't... Probably gonna run into a douchebag. Pray for me.
Ghosted after a perfect date. Welcome to what men have experienced on an industrial scale for years. The frustration is valid. The irony of it being posted by a woman is apparently lost on everyone.
It's Valentine's Day, and 70% of men are choosing to stay single. And I don't even blame them, and this shouldn't be a shock to anybody. Dating in this generation is so impossible, and I can talk about it for literally days. It feels like every single woman in this generation is either a gold digger or a bop or both. And so yeah, a lot of men are saying, we choose to be single, we're not gonna deal with this anymore, and I get it. I wouldn't either. That sounds awful. I just saw someone say something today about how I would rather be single than settle. And yeah, me too. I get it. That's me too. But it's crazy because you'll see women come online and be like, men are so sad and they're so single and they're so alone, but not me. I'm having a good time, just the men are having a bad time. And it's like, girl, be so serious for 2 minutes. Anyway, so happy Valentine's Day to all the singles out there. We see each other. We're right there.
One of the things that I like to do as a single man living in peace is sleep in my bed diagonally, okay? And I do that because it's just a reminder to me of one of the many freedoms that I have that married men don't.
When the consistent output of relationships is pain and loss, choosing to opt out isn't fear, it's basic risk management. Nobody keeps touching a hot stove and calls it growth. Single men aren't surviving the economy despite being single. They're thriving because of it. The financial drag of modern relationships, combined with a legal system that penalizes men on exit, makes the cost-benefit case for staying single almost impossible to argue against. This isn't a trend or a phase. It's a rational population-level response to an incentive structure that stopped working for men a long time ago. The conversation about is staying single smarter already has an answer. Most men just stopped waiting for permission to act on it. Thanks for watching MGTOW Voice. Show us your love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Support us and help spread awareness for men around the world. We welcome a healthy debate and discussion. So feel free to comment and share your thoughts.